Hello and welcome to day 64 on the Pacific Crest Trail. Today has probably been the most Sierra-y day so far, with all kinds of landscapes and weather and just kind of general adventurousness. We finally left the home of the ranger station we were staying at, but we did only make it about 8 miles at the end of the day. We started off about 9 a.m. with lovely sunshine and a little bit of a climb before we went back down. And it wasn't too long before we came to our first of 3 river crossings, where all of which we had to take our shoes off for, and the water was absolutely freezing. And me being a bit of a wuss when it comes to cold water, my mind did kind of just shut down, and it was just like, get out of here as quickly as possible. It was a good time. But we got through the first 2 without any real incident. They weren't too bad. It was pretty chill. We were able to dry off afterwards because it was still fairly sunny. There was one hiker who lost his trekking poles going through one of them because he tried to go over a log which was slippery. So yeah, definitely a little bit more sketchy, and you have to kind of be more aware of your surroundings. But yeah, I feel like it's been a slightly gradual increase in terms of difficulty. The day gradually got colder, and it started to kind of rain on and off about 12 p.m, which is kind of what we'd seen for the past few days anyway. The days would start with lovely sunshine. By about 12, you've got big clouds coming in, and then it seems like rain later on. And for us, about 1 p.m, it started hailing quite intensely during a section that basically looked quite like another planet. Hippie Gandalf was saying last time I spoke to him that there were sections around here that looked like you're walking on the moon, and I have a feeling that this was the one that he was talking about, just kind of mountains in the background but big sloping rocky terrain with trees in the background as well. Yeah, very much like another planet, very impressive. And then we were all starting to get quite cold when we got to the last water crossing of the day, but it was way too intense. I think I've got a little clip that I'll put in that, yeah, we all agreed was too much, especially with the cold. Even if we made it across with the current, we wouldn't really be able to dry off at the end. So yeah, not a good move. So there was another ranger station about 0.5 miles away that we went to instead, where we thought we'd kind of just hang out and reassess, see what we wanted to do, and kind of replan, either wait out the bad weather and go over. And so we did. The weather did kind of calm down by about 4 p.m, and then we had fairly difficult conversations where some of us wanted to do the remaining 4 miles that we'd initially planned, so that we'd be able to get to Bishop in 2 days from the day that we started. But others wanted to wait until tomorrow to finish it, and we wouldn't really be able to do a 22-mile day with the snow and the passes and the elevation and everything. So we eventually agreed, because we'd be waiting for the other people anyway in Bishop, and that would just involve spending more money, waiting around for them, it made more sense to just do the 3 days. So we're staying here. Tomorrow we're going to go up and over Forester Pass. So we've got the 4 miles plus going up Forester Pass plus going down, and then that takes us to about 2 miles before Kearsarge Pass, which is about a 7.5 mile section off trail that takes us into a town where we can then get a hitch into Bishop. So it probably works out better for us anyway. We'll be able to get into Bishop earlier on. So yeah, that's the plan. Scales joined me in my tent to hide from the rain, and then we proceeded to get fairly cozy and warm because we gradually just got more of our layers out, and that helped influence our decision as well to stay. So nice and comfortable and dry now. The bad weather stopped. The river is still raging. You can probably hear it in the background. We're quite close to it. So yeah, we're going to wake up early tomorrow and hopefully get over Forester Pass before the weather has a chance to get bad in the afternoon, because I think it's following the same kind of pattern. But yeah, bring on the adventures tomorrow. I'll see you there.